Hello everyone, my name is Zhenkun Lin. Today I'm gonna talk about ecotourism. The term ecotourism was first put forward by the World Conservation Union in 1983. In 1993, the International Association of Ecotourism defined it as a tour activity that has two responsibilities: to protect the natural environment and maintain the life of the local people. There are two main points in ecotourism. One is that the objects of ecotourism are natural scenery, and the other is that the objects of ecotourism should not be damaged. Sustainable development is the theme of our society today. This is a prerequisite for the harmonious development of man and nature based on the premise of protecting the ecological environment. Ecotourism is a good coexistence with natural environment and unique cultural system. It refers to the travel behavior in a certain natural region has the responsibility. In order to enjoy and appreciate the history and existing natural and cultural landscape, this behavior should be in the negative impact of not disturbing the natural region, protecting the ecological environment, reduce the tourism to the local people, and provide beneficial social and economic activities under the condition of. The background of the rise of ecotourism is that human beings are in the late stage of industrial civilization. With the wealth of material wealth and spiritual wealth, a series of global survival crises such as resources, environmental problems, and ecological problems have awakened humans' environmental awareness. And the green campaigns and green consumptions have swept the world. Human beings think more about their own way of life and develop patterns than ever before. So the idea of sustainable development emerges as the time required. With the spread and infiltration of the thought of sustainable development, the sustainable development of the tourism has become a problem of concern. In the past few hundred years, human society has been pursuing rapid economic growth. However, the price is sacrificing our living environment. Our soil is eroded. There are desertification. There is a contradiction between forests, the reduction and destruction of resources, and the frequent consumption of natural disasters. The increasingly prominent population and resources and environment, and so on. At this time, we have to face up to our relationship with nature again. We need to explore new ways of development. First, it is the contradiction between special tourism and economic benefit. Mass tourism is not conducive to the protection of the ecological environment. It is not conducive to the responsibility of environmental protection, and is not conducive to the fair distribution of interests among stakeholders. Ecotourism is a development mode to achieve sustainable tourism. It pays more attention to the protection of local natural and culture than the mass tourism, and pays more attention to the education of tourism. Consumption is higher than the consumption level of domestic mass tourism. It is a high-level tourism activity. So from the current situation of our country, a tourism should be specialization. But can specialization bring a lot of money needed to protect resources? Tourism in China is at a primary stage of development. All aspects are immature. There are still many restrictions on its development. The number of its hosts and its income is the main assessment index. I'm afraid the real meaning of ecotourism is difficult to shoulder. So this causes the contradiction between special ecotourism and economic benefit. There are also different ecotourism areas, and the standard of certification is difficult to be unified. In the promotion of ecotourism, generalization phenomena increasingly serious. Many experts and scholars devote themselves to the establishment of ecotourism certification and standards in order to pass in the country and the world through the certification standard is the ecological tourism scenic area. Create ecological tourism demonstration-based, standardized ecotourism market confusion. But with the development of ecotourism, the development of ecotourism standards has diversified characteristics. The number of certification projects has increased dramatically, but only a few international standards are being formed and promoted. Many certification systems are based on the classic certification system abroad, but blindly adopting the development country's standards is not conducive to the development and the guidance of ecotourism in China. The resource characteristics of various ecotourism areas are different. The key points and core elements are different, and it is difficult to establish a unified standard in the whole country. In a word, I think ecotourism can be summed up at 2 points. First of all, we need to be back to nature, learn to appreciate the nature of nature while traveling and exploring, enjoying nature harmony. When we learn to explore and understand nature, we can enjoy nature well. Second, it is to promote the benign operation of nature ecosystem. Whether ecosystem or ecotourism operators or even the local residents who get benefits, they should make contributions to protect the ecological environment from damage. That is to say, only when tourism and protections are guaranteed, ecotourism can show its true scientific significance.